Today on Critics Talk, we're giving you part 2 of the New York Comic Con wrap-up. The Hellboy trailer gets leaked.
And Marvel takes a third L.
Stay tuned. Welcome to Critics Talk, episode 36.
36.
I am one of your hosts.
It's the 36 changes.
Miguel, a.k.a. Migs, alongside the one and only Clep.
What's up?
But this week, we got a very special guest.
Yes, sir.
We got Comics Crusaders' own, Undercover Capes host, and podcast, the mighty Al Mega. What up, Al?
Doing good. Happy to be here with the Critics team, baby. That's the way we do.
Yeah, man.
We just entered the 36 chambers.
Yo, bro. Yo, we getting old out here, man. Putting up numbers week to week.
Yeah.
How you doing, Clep, man?
Good,
What's
man.
new?
Good, watching shows here and there.
Oh, I see you.
You know, I didn't know we were both on the same tip over the weekend.
It's October, man.
So what I do, I caught up on the haunting of, what is it?
On Hill House.
Hill House.
Yup, Netflix newest original.
And I got a chance to, I subscribed to the DC universe, man.
I'm glad you did, because I wasn't about to.
And I had to check out the Titan.
You took the plunge.
I wanted to check out the Titan pilot. I hate not being in the know, so I had to find out for myself.
You know I'm a comic book guy, so I gotta ask, what do you guys think about that Titan?
We want to get into it?
Yo,
now?
so we've talked about it a lot. I mean, I've only caught the trailer.
Yeah.
Clep, let's just give it, like, let us know what you thought about it. One whole episode.
I'm gonna tell you this, like the first episode does not give you enough to warrant like a rating. It's like it's not horrible. It's good pace. It's definitely dark, but it ends on a note where you're like, you should have just made the pilot, 2 hours, so that I could soak it in. But you're definitely gonna watch. And for some reason, they didn't release all the episodes at the same time, so it's like I think you gotta go week to week. So it tells you how many days you have until the next one's available. So I watched the first one, and then I think 5 days later, the next one's going to be available. And then the other ones are locked completely. You can't even see what they are. You can't see the synopsis. Right now, you can only see 2 on the app. So I thought that was really weird. I don't know why they don't just release it and let people watch it. Like,
it's a good marketing ploy because it is a new application, so they want to make sure you keep visiting the app because there are weekly releases of books. So you kind of tie in your visits. Oh, what came out today? But you know what? It's kind of a pretty smart marketing move from DC. I'm not gonna hate.
And you know what's crazy? You get access to comic books too through this DC Universe streaming app.
Oh, dude, the content is endless. That part, if I really cared about DC that much, I would be like fanboying all weekend because it literally had every DC property you could think of. I was going over it with Miggs. I was telling him they had Lois and Clark on there.
Whew.
They brought back Constantine.
Dean Cain in the building.
They even had the original Birds of Prey show.
Nice.
On there. So I was like, wow, they really dug deep in the crates.
Now, if they're gonna dig deep in the crates, then if they have the Lobo webisodes, then I know that they're real.
I don't remember. I could check.
Did they have that?
We could check. I don't remember if they had that. I know they had the Metal Man on there.
Oh, Metal!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they had that on there.
They got the Steel movie.
Super Friends. I didn't see that, but they had the Supergirl movie.
Even if I was DC, I would have denied that movie.
They had the Superman movie, the Supergirl movies. They had Super Friends. I remember that from back in the day. They had a lot. There's a lot of good content that you definitely.
So is it worth it? The monthly? In your opinion?
What are you paying? Like $8?
$7.99. $7.99 is not bad.
$8?
Yeah, that's not bad. And it also has, what is that? That in-app. What is that called?
In-app purchases.
Yeah, in-app purchases, meaning you can pay for this directly through your phone bill.
Wait, but what are the in-app purchases for? If you're already paying $8 a month.
No, what it is like, it's kind of you can pay for the app through your phone bill.
Oh, okay.
So like you don't have to have a separate bill that charges you. So you'll just pay $7.99 extra on your phone bill.
Okay.
Which makes that very convenient because you can even pay for it straight through your phone. So
it's unlimited streaming though. I'm not paying.
Yeah. No, it's unlimited streaming. So basically,
it's the Netflix of comics.
So basically, what I did, and I didn't have to attach my card or anything to it. I just went in, downloaded the app. I upgraded to the the premium services, and then it gave me the option to either pay for it against my phone bill or to add a card. I just went straight to my phone bill, so I don't have to worry about a card being attached to it.
So Al, would you be interested at all in a service like this? You get TV, you get comics.
Well, I got Alflix. That Comic Crusaders know all about. No, actually, we're kind of connected in the industry. It sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
Being the fact that I can't add another monthly bill, I wouldn't do it because Comic Crusaders is blessed with already working with DC directly, so I get all the current comics.
Right.
I watch the TV shows on time. It's not something I'm gonna benefit from. However, I could see that fans that don't have that type of access could definitely enjoy it. So good for them.
Here's what I see happening. I see people who may wait until the series is done and then go back.
I'm in that boat right there.
Because there's not enough new content. It works well if it's for people like me. Like, I like the nostalgia of things. I like to go back and be like, oh, I remember that. So I'm gonna go back just to watch the old stuff. Like I told him over the weekend, I was just binging Batman the Animated Series, 65 episodes. I just went 30 minutes a piece, just went through them all, and then I started Batman Beyond. Like, just because I didn't have anything else to watch. So if you're one of those people who like the old stuff, you'll probably go back to it. But as far as new content, there really isn't much new content. They got a few shorts here and there, but nothing that's really gonna stand out.
Now, see, like, I would wait till season 1 of Titans is done. I wait till they get that Doom Patrol uploaded. You know what I mean?
You're waiting on Doom. I'm waiting on Swamp Thing.
I want all of it. Like, yeah. I'm not gonna pay $7 just to wait for a year for these shows.
$7, Swamp Thing, Titans, Young Justice,
Stargirl,
comic books. You know what? The more you guys talk about it, damn.
Every animated series, every animated movie is on this.
It's on it. And it's not extra. It's part of the package.
It's part of the package. It's
guys,
all there.
Yo, you know what? Big ups to DC.
Yeah, it's all there. Wow. And I don't know why more people aren't talking about it, because a lot of people are acting like it's not worth it. But like I said, if you're a huge fanboy for DC and you love that nostalgia, you're gonna go there. Like, dude, Lois and Clark, like, that was huge.
Yeah. But talk to me about Titans though. Like, what was your first impressions of the show so far? Because I'm curious. Like, was it R-rated the whole thing?
No, I don't say R-rated.
Dude, it goes there.
They have that hard R.
Listen,
it's hard.
Listen, it goes there, man. Like, I'm talking like 10 minutes in, headshots.
Yo,
I grew up in New York in the 90s. Maybe I've been desensitized.
It's not, when you're watching a superhero. I'm doing the air quotes, guys. When you do the superhero genre, like, you don't see it get that dark unless you're watching the Punisher. You know what I mean? Arrow tried to do it. But this is not holding back. They give you everything right up front. And it's okay. It's not bad. The story is not weak. I'm still adjusting. I love Raven's character and I love Dick Grayson's character. Okay. I'm still trying to get comfortable with Starfire because her story is not what it seems. What everybody thought about her is not exactly what's going on. But that look, I don't like her look. It's just hard.
I don't get Starfire at all. I'm a little lost with how she's being presented and whatnot. And I don't know.
It's definitely not what you thought it was.
No.
The first episode does not dig into Starfire. You kind of get hints, but it leaves you so confused. But, Dick Grayson, one of my reviewers on Geekery magazine, actually mentioned how that version of Dick is so similar to the police version that Joseph Gordon-Levitt played.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, dude, that's the Robin that this dude played.
Yeah.
You know what? Really thinking about it in context, yeah, it is.
Yeah, he is. He's brooding throughout. You can see a little bit of Bruce in him. He's a loner. It's just very, very dark. There's no sunshine.
What did you think about the action sequence?
Yeah.
Oh, great. That one alley scene that we got in the first trailer or the first sneak peek or whatever. It was worth it. you can just see it's all about Robin just trying to get out of the shadow and try to kind of do his own thing. I'm not sure I understand the whole moving to a different city thing.
Where are they now? Bluehaven?
When this is the first time I've ever heard DC refer to a real city, because usually all the cities are fictional. So Dick Grayson is now in Detroit.
Okay.
Well, then maybe they want to stamp it and give it a sense of realness. Detroit may be the Bloodhaven, quote unquote, air quotes, like you said.
Yeah.
You know, because he does leave. Remember, he does go to another town when he wants to get away from the legacy of the Batman as Nightwing, though.
Yeah.
Not as Robin.
Yeah.
So what other characters have you met in this first episode? Is it just Starfire, Robin? Like you get both versions.
No, we only get the first Robin. We only get Dick Grayson. We only get Raven. We get a little bit of Starfire, and then we get a small peek of Beast Boy.
Yeah, got a smidgen. But it was a pretty cool little smidgen.
Okay.
Because if you remember, folks, I'm gonna show my damn age here.
Yeah, go ahead.
If you remember the show Manimal.
Yeah. I remember that.
All right.
So I kind of felt in that sense when you see Gar in a certain form, and then transform. It brought me back to Manimal. I was like, wow, great effects.
Yeah.
Was it? Really?
I thought it was a great effect, and you know what? I look forward to it. This Titans episode, it's like he said, it wasn't perfect, but it does leave you longing for more.
Yeah, it's just the cutoff point is just really weird, and you're just like, you didn't get enough of the first episode to be like, what?
I wish it was 2 hours. You were right.
Yo, what's the runtime?
Probably like 50 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad at all.
It's a solid hour, but it flies by. But what goes by, there's like really nothing at the end. And I feel like everyone's too old.
They're not teens, yeah.
I feel like
especially
Starfire.
Yeah, that's why they didn't go with Teen Titans as the name.
Starfire. She's. I don't feel like she fits yet. Maybe my mind will get changed as it goes down the line, but she just feels too old. Dick Grayson's he's in a great age. Raven's perfect age.
Yo, Raven's perfect, especially going through what she's going through, and kind of you seeing how her powers are flourishing.
Yeah,
I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, that's some dark stuff going on there.
Are they referencing her dad at all? Is he gonna be the big bad for the season?
Well, I'm privy to a little bit.
Yeah. Go ahead, Al.
Are we spoiling?
No, we're not
Nah, he's talking comics.
Okay.
Right?
Talking comics.
Okay.
And if we're going to go with the first arc of Raven, there is no first arc without Trigon.
Right, it's all about Trigon.
You know, and based on information I have seen, we're going to see Trigon.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
Yeah.
Especially in this initial, coming on to, I mean, we're not getting new Teen Titans proper like the 80s, but, I appreciate this. They're kind of respecting older fans while welcoming new fans.
That's awesome. You guys might have just convinced me. I think I might have to
start
watching this.
When I was watching it, and I always do this now, when I watch things, I think about what would Meeks do, and I think I think you will appreciate this pilot.
Yo, we got some blood in the house or not?
Dude, I told you it gets dark.
Oh shoot!
That's violence.
Yo, whenever like these movies try to go, over the top with the violence and then they don't show no blood.
Yeah.
Like that's a huge turnoff because I'm like, what the hell are you even trying to do?
Titans makes Venom look like a wuss.
Yeah, listen. If you're paying $8 a month, I hope you see some blood.
Oh yeah. They had to. They had to get real.
Parental guidance is advised.
Dude.
Wait, so you give it an R? I say PG-13.
Okay.
No, but not with that violence. It has to be
Again, I'm a New Yorker from the in the 90s, man. Maybe the
He's like, I've seen a little bit too much in my day.
I'm going based on how things are being rated now, and then when he pointed out to me about Venom and how there was no gore at all.
None?
There's none.
No, Venom has
Venom.
There's not one bloodshed.
No gore,
You don't see not one color red at all.
And he's eating people. You know what I mean? He's chopping limbs.
So they're blue-blooded?
No, it's just nothing, bro.
And that even goes back to the scene. We're gonna spoil this. That scene when he was in the bodega with the Asian lady.
Towards the end.
He eats the dude, and there's no corpse behind him when he walks.
There's nothing. It's in him, I guess.
It's
so
just
weird.
He even eats bones? Damn, bro.
Yeah,
He put in that appendix to work.
Yeah. So and I felt like Titan brought it.
Yo, so give us a quick rating, bro.
I can't do something.
Just give me
for the first episode.
For the critics out there, they're asking for it.
First episode, I'll probably go 3.
That's solid. Yeah. That's watchable.
3 X's out of
I'm happy with that, and
only
from what you guys have told me, I'm very excited and I want to see more.
Yeah, they definitely need to release that second episode. They should have did both episodes.
Yeah, back to back, or at least a day apart. You know, get us antsy.
You know what it is Netflix has us spoiled when it comes to like,
yeah,
all episodes, whole
At once.
season.
Toma!
Go here, like you could watch it if you.
Is that a segue?
Can. Yo, yeah, let's do it, man. Yo, me and Klebs has been watching the newest Netflix original show. Have you watched this, Al, at all?
What?
The House? The Haunting on Hill House.
No, there's a show?
Yeah, so...
Isn't that like an O. Vincent Price stuff?
No, that's House
you're
on Haunted
thinking,
Hill.
yes,
Okay.
House of Haunting Hill, which I thought it was,
Okay.
too. I'm about 4 episodes in. I think Klep ran through the whole first season.
Yeah, I finished it.
Which isn't saying much. It's only 10 episodes, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I'm 4 in right now, and they're 4 very good episodes.
It's good.
Have you even heard about this, Al?
Listen, no, I haven't. So put me on. Is it horror?
Yes. Are you a horror buff
Yes.
like we
No,
consider?
listen. Hello. My first movie, my parents took me
It's The
to
Exorcist.
see. No. Well, almost close. It was Linda Blair. It was Hell House. And I saw this in the movie theaters as a child.
My dad used to do it to me all the time.
So you
too,
know
man.
what? From that moment on, I have become the only ultimate horror fan that
Yes.
my brothers. I have 2 brothers.
Yeah.
And they've been blessed into the horror family by force because I forced them to watch this at an even younger age than I.
Yo.
So yes, horror, that is my shit.
There. Yeah.
All right, so put me
Okay.
on. Sell me.
So House of Hunting Hill, right? The Hunting on Hill House, right? So
Yeah,
it
the
starts
Hunting on
off. It follows a family, right? It takes place in the past and concurrent time. You know what I mean? Like they're kids and flashbacks, but then they're adults in the
They do
current
the
time.
This Is Us
Yes,
type of
This
thing.
Is Us meets
I don't
House
know
on
This Is
Haunting
Us.
Hill.
Oh, yeah.
But it follows this one family, mom, dad, 5 kids, right? The 2 youngest, one boy and a girl, twins. Then there's the oldest brother, and then there's the oldest sister, and then there's a middle sister. Each episode, so the first episode, it opens up when they're living in this house on Hill House, right? Whatever, the Hill House, they call it.
They bought it for a flip.
Right, the dad
yeah.
and the mom, like, this is what they do. They're trying to build their forever home. But as they're, rebuilding, remodeling this house, there's a lot of weird stuff that start happening. And right from the get, we get our first ghost, right? The bent neck lady, I believe they call it.
Yeah.
And only the youngest twin sees her. As it progresses, you realize that everyone is really scarred and traumatized over an event that happened to them in this house. And now I'm talking about them as adults, all the kids. I mean, one of them's like a drug addict, the other one can't cope, one that can't even touch people, one is like a funeral director, and then one's like making money of, their horror, what happened to them in the Hill House. He's a writer, but he writes horror.
So with the hauntings, they kind of give you a sense of what happened to those particular characters in.
Oh yeah, so it starts. So the very first episode, it focuses on the older brother and where he's at now and what made him become that when he was a kid, and that's how the first episode closes. Like you get the big bang, whoa, what the hell just happened moment. You know what I mean? And then as it proceeds, it starts focusing on individual characters. So now you get like the older sister and what made her the way she is now. You get the middle sister, you get the youngest siblings, the twins, you get the dad, the mom. I mean, I'm not that far, Clep, but am I right on with like how they burn everything like really slow?
You are because like I said, I wrapped it up, and the cool thing about listening to Mix talk is that like everything he thinks he knows,
I have no idea.
it's a mind game, like, because I was following it like you were following it very closely, trying to connect the dots.
Oh yeah.
And then the end, you're like, I'm still kind of like,
what the hell happened?
yeah, because I don't want to spoil anything. It just takes a turn. Like it just takes some really, really crazy turns, and it gets weirder. And it's definitely scary. I'm not gonna lie.
So weirder in a good sense, though, correct?
Yeah. Like, it's definitely scary. Like, it's been a long time since I've seen something that I really just like. But I watched this purposely in the dark by myself over the weekend. Like, I just turned off all the lights, and it took me 2 days, and I was just like,
all right. So when you watched it, how long between episodes before you called Migs to come over and help watch some of these episodes with you?
It was worth it. Like, cause there's a lot of like, jump scares in it, and it's not anything that you've seen before. You really get to see the fear through the eyes of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, what I mean? It's not typical stuff that I feel like they did better on this than they do with most horror movies that you go to the theater to see.
Well, Netflix been doing their thing in movies right now, to be honest. So, I mean, it's kind of worth the price of entry when you look at movies and you get that studio quality in a Netflix film nowadays. It's crazy.
And honestly, it doesn't have to give you an explanation. Like, I just feel like it's just well thought out and well produced, well directed, and it's just perfect for the season. Like, if you want to put something that you're like, I want to be scared tonight. Let's cuddle up and watch this. Get the wife and turn the lights on and watch it. You guys will go for a ride and you'll enjoy it. And you don't even have to have an explanation.
It's the perfect time for it.
Yeah.
That's the real Netflix and chill time.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been doing big things over on Netflix with all their horror content that they've been uploading this month.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go back to it.
Ooh, second watch. What do you think, Al? You think we sold you on this?
I think I'm gonna dig in with wifey this weekend.
Yeah. You guys are gonna enjoy it, especially being a horror fan. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna appreciate like the chills.
See, that's awesome. See, lately I also wanted to dig in a little bit to Hulu. I'm not sure what to jump in because apparently they have some horror movie film fest going on.
They do
through their channel. A lot of independent horror films, but it's a film fest and going through their channel.
That's awesome.
And I'm hearing good things about some of the films coming out through it. So it's like, if you guys haven't heard, I think there's something definitely we need to chat about.
Remember those?
The After Dark.
Oh, yes, After Dark.
Remember that?
Yeah,
those were cool.
Those were good.
Real good ones came
there
out
were
of
some
there.
great ones from there.
I saw that. You guys ever seen Penny Dreadful?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, Penny Dreadful.
Not the TV series.
No, the movie.
The movie. Yeah, dude. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and that was on.
Oh, God. That's one
the
of
lady
them
got
After
in a car
Dark.
accident and she's like stuck in the car and that was...
Yo.
Those are great. I love stuff like that, man. I wish they would do this more in an open channel where people could see instead of paying, have to pay, another $8 a month for another app.
Yeah.
And we just got finished talking about DC trying to sell their new service. So.
Yeah.
How far do you think Marvel is from probably doing theirs?
Well,
listen,
Disney's doing
the Disney one is gonna be huge, bro.
But it's gonna incorporate. Then they're gonna incorporate Star Wars and Marvel.
Star Wars, Marvel.
But I heard that they're gonna leave
action.
They're gonna leave the Netflix shows on Netflix.
Well,
no, the contracts.
Not too many of them.
There's still some contracts, Anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. So would you drop Netflix for Disney just to watch Daredevil?
No.
Exactly.
But once they start coming out, like, are you a Star Wars fan?
I am, but not
listen,
enough to pay for it.
You know what? Listen, blasphemy. A lot of people hate me for this. No, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna my favorite one is the most recent one with Rogue One.
Yeah.
I loved that one. Out of all of them, even the classics, dude, and people just want to hit me for this. Thank God I'm on the mic. I like that one.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of Star Wars to death, but not enough to pay.
It would. The new Star Wars live action show wouldn't sell you.
Absolutely not.
We just saw the first pictures, actually.
These guys are not understanding.
I just told you.
Honestly, I'm not a Star Wars dude. I'm more of a Trekkie, but I would definitely buy into this when it comes to all the the new shows that we're gonna get from it, like just the Marvel originals, the live action stuff that they're gonna be putting together. All the live action movies that are coming from Netflix, from Disney are crazy.
Disney is doing to Star Wars what the Cartoon Network did to Saturday morning.
Oh.
There was a time when people were waiting for Star Wars films. Every 2 years, right? We would wait every 2 years for a Star Wars sequel. Now it's like you can get a Star Wars movie on every corner.
Oh, cartoon that continues the storyline from within
and then
the movie.
a second cartoon, and then another cartoon, and then the Rebels, and then dude, you guys are just making up stories at this point. I'm over it, man. I was just waiting for the Star Wars to hit the theaters like they normally do, because I never watched the Rebels or the Clone Wars. I never watched any of those.
They look great. I've watched sporadic episodes, and I've had people swear by them.
Yeah,
I've watched a few of the Clone War ones, and they were really good.
Oh, they are.
Dion watches those. Shout out to Dion,
Yeah.
Critics Music. He loves those. He was actually one for me on the Clone Wars and the whole
This Anakin Skywalker
not
saga.
Anakin, the other one, the red face.
Darth Maul.
Maul. Yeah, he was telling me a little bit about the backstory with him. I'm just like, it's not. I'd just rather just wait for the movies to come out like they normally do. I was very disappointed with Solo. So.
See, like to me, Solo, if you're like us, not huge Star Wars people, and it's like your first Star Wars movie, Solo it's like a great introduction.
It's
my
fun.
opinion.
Yeah, it's a space buddy movie.
Yeah.
That's the way I saw that.
Solo was Guardians of the Galaxy.
But there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there is something wrong with that.
Oh, wait a minute. I got to bring this up
Let's
to
do
you
it.
guys.
Let's do it.
You just mentioned Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn is out, but he is in for Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
we
bro.
talked about
Guys,
that, yeah.
what are your thoughts on that? I really want to hear your... I know you guys are a fan of this stuff.
Oh, yeah. We definitely addressed it on our last podcast, so the critics out there can definitely check that one out. But, hey, one man's trash and another one's treasure, right? And the fact that they scooped him up so fast is because they know his worth, you know, and they know what he brings to the table and what he can do to a cast of, C-level, D-level characters, make them household names.
So he can rescue Suicide Squad.
He could rescue the whole DC universe as they give him the key.
It really could. It really could, single-handedly. I don't even think there was anything really wrong with Suicide Squad other than the fact that Will Smith was in it and Jared Leto.
Yo, someone's not a fan of the Fresh Prince.
Listen, I love Will Smith. I think that guy's a swell guy. But I don't need to see his. I don't need to see his face on everything. Some superhero movies just work better with smaller stars.
Thank you. I agree with that.
I feel like him. I feel like Suicide Squad was Will and Margot's movie.
Yeah. Well, it was.
And then a little bit of Jared Leto, who no one wanted to see, but they just kept putting him on
Obviously
screen.
not, because look at the Joker movie they're making.
How do you feel about Suicide Squad in retrospect?
It's not a great movie. I didn't enjoy it. I don't know, maybe a little bit too dark. I didn't get the humor too much. I'm also not a big fan of the Hardy character, especially I feel insulted that Jim Lee says she's like the fourth pillar of the DC universe. Like, they might get the popularity, but they're a pillar among Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Really, like on that scale?
Wow.
Nah. So maybe I had a bad taste in my mouth already. Well, it's not for me. I do enjoy. And people are gonna hate for this comment again. I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 more than 1.
I honestly, those were great movies, both of them.
I like the OTG 2 more.
I feel like they're the same movie.
No, I don't know. I think the cast interacted better. The humor was better. I don't know. I found myself with more laugh out loud moments. It was enjoyable. The action was fun. As compared to the first, I think took itself a little bit too serious, the humor, sometimes trying to be too direct, and I don't like that. I like that kind of over-the-head type humor sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think number 2 addressed that better. And again, my team is going to curse at me for this, but yeah.
Shout out to the Comics Crusaders, Undercover Capes.
Yeah, they're going to insult me when they hear this podcast. Like, yeah, again, you talking about this?
I mean, James Gunn, you know what I mean? Like, he's on the comeback. His movie, like we mentioned last week, supposed to come out this November, got pushed for summer next year. That's how, you know what I mean? Like, he's in high demand right now, and they know his name could bring out numbers.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a fan of James Gunn. His comedy, his wit.
Yep.
I think he sold Guardians, because I was one of those people, although I was a Marvel fan, I didn't know much about the Guardian, anything, until I saw that movie for the first time. And I remember walking out there wow, this is...
I did a panel with him last year at, I believe it was Boston Comic Con, YouTube, I believe it was there. And he was mentioning how he was supposed to be masterminding, the Marvel Cosmic Universe.
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to that because on the Marvel side of comics, I am more of a sci-fi fan there.
Yeah.
The sci-fi stories are fantastic, and his direction was going to be amazing. But that's what it is for Marvel. Marvel's having a couple of losses here and there, apparently.
Yeah. And talking about losses, we're going to have to bid farewell to the immortal Iron Fist.
She ain't immortal.
Sworn enemy of the hand.
Yo, Finn Jones, man. You know what? as hard as he was able to punch this last season, season 2, was not hard enough to punch through that wall with Netflix because they went ahead and dropped him.
His show in season 2.
It really wasn't.
Nah, that was Daughters of the Dragon.
That was the Kali show.
Yeah, that was Daughters of the Dragon all day.
But you know what? I'm glad that you say that because I feel like even though this is the end of Iron Fist as a solo show, I hope it's not the last we've seen of this character.
He's going straight to Luke Cage, and then Daughters of the Dragon are going to get their show.
You guys are going to flip out right now.
Come on.
All right, so Wifey, she big into this. She actually liked Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Don't blame her for this. It's all right.
It's alright.
She like season 1 Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's what I said. I told her, read the books. You don't know better right now. It's okay. I'm not gonna mansplain anything because that's a thing now. But yo, she was looking up a lot of news, and there's apparently a word, 3 words going out there for a show. The immortal weapons.
Oh, okay.
You know, being that you saw if anybody saw season 2, so
spoilers.
Things are being found and things are being passed around.
Yeah.
So the immortal weapons.
So
if you go with that with an ensemble cast, where I think, just my personal opinion, Iron Fist works better in an ensemble.
Definitely.
He did better on Defenders than he did on his own show.
Yeah.
Same with Jessica Jones, in my opinion.
I always thought that he was bad. Like, I always said they should have just did away with the Iron Fist show, period, and just threw him on Luke Cage. Like, period.
Heroes for Hire. Get it done.
Heroes for Hire, Daughters of the Dragon.
Yep.
And come back with the Defenders, damn it.
I wasn't a fan of that show.
I want to see more.
All right, I'm a mix here. Maybe it's Spanish in us.
Yeah.
All right? But I think that the ensemble cast worked better, especially for me, Jessica Jones again. I didn't get season 1 was fantastic because of the enemy.
I like season 2 better.
But I didn't like Jessica. She's too much of a broken character, even in season 2. But somehow in Defenders, I don't know, her personality was just way better. It worked better within an ensemble. That's just my take on it. I don't know if you guys could agree on that.
Now, I think Daredevil works better alone.
Yeah, he got to be alone. He didn't work as part of that. I mean, I understand where the story goes, and thank God it leads into our season 3.
Yeah.
That looks...
And what are we, a week away? Friday?
Listen,
Stop it.
Friday.
Oh, my God. I won't be sleeping.
No, it's Thursday going into Friday.
That's for Clep. Wait. Clep, please share with people what you told me. What time did you get up to watch the shows?
3 a.m.
When it's up.
He's about that life.
Dude, I can't wait for Daredevil. Listen, I'm stopping everything. Everything stops. The alarm is going off at 2:59 a.m. And I'm going to refresh until it shows up. And then I'm not stopping.
He's like, I'm going to wake up. I'm going to put on my white suit. Just because I know the Kingpin's back.
Vanessa.
Yeah, are you excited for this show, Al?
Listen. Wifey gets me upset. She got into the Marvel show a little bit later with the Luke Cage and whatnot. So I've asked her to please rewatch, watch. Not even rewatch. Watch Daredevil. She has insulted me by watching a YouTube recap of seasons. Like I said, no, that's not watching it. Hopefully she'll watch it, but she's getting excited at seeing the cast members from before. She's kind of digging it, so she's not a comic fan.
Yeah.
And me personally, obviously, as a comic fan, I'm uber excited.
Yeah.
And to see Vinny come back as Kingpin, and dude, he mad as hell. Oh man,
he's coming back with the vengeance.
It looks like we're gonna get the Born Again storyline.
Oh my God, yes. And we get that, folks, you are in for hell.
We got Bullseye in the house.
Dude, what do you think of the casting?
Dude, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, everything I've seen.
You know who was supposed to be Bullseye originally, right? The dude from Transporter, what's his name?
Jason
Statham?
Yes, they wanted him, but the internet fucked that up. Excuse my language.
Wow.
Because of the rumors ahead of the signing of it happening, kind of spoiled everything, and it left a bad taste in Jason's mouth with the comic fans. And he says, you know what? I don't want the role. They ruined out. Because they already spoiled it in advance of him even signing it.
Yeah. I feel like he's too big for that role, though.
But he would have been amazing. I think with the action and everything and the way he fights, dude, woo, that would have been nuts.
Yeah, I want to see more of Mary, actually.
Dude, Daredevil needs a breakout role like that. Oof. They haven't had a character on Daredevil that's like that. Like how Nuke was on Jessica and how Typhoid Mary was on Iron Fist. So hopefully Bullseye, he's likable.
And have you seen how big Typhoid Mary has blown up in comics because of, now you have a whole Typhoid Mary storyline going within Marvel because of the pop. Thank you. When people say that sometimes the show hurts books, bullshit. Look at that.
Yeah.
You got people buying stuff and creating new stuff. You know what, guys? Enjoy it.
Yeah, shout out to Alice Eve because she really killed that role. You know what I mean? And like I said, I hope that
Did you see
it's
that?
not the last we see of her.
Did you see that trailer to that movie that is like straight ripping off the Typhoid Mary?
No. What is this? Talk to me.
It actually comes out in November. I saw the trailer for the first time yesterday.
And she got that same DID disease.
It's a guy.
Okay.
The name of the movie is Jonathan.
Jonathan Typhoid.
And it stars what's the guy's name from Baby Driver.
Okay, yeah.
And he has the exact same thing, and it's about a guy who's in love with a girl, and his other personality is in love with the girl too.
Oh, so basically she's dating two dudes, but it's the same person.
It's literally the same storyline as Typhoid Mary's plot in Iron Fist.
Okay.
Did you see that, Al?
Which one?
The trailer for Jonathan.
Jonathan.
It's a new movie coming out in November, and literally it is the exact same storyline as Typhoid Mary, just in a guy.
Really? That he scratches his ass and poisons people?
So he's in love. Him and himself is in love with the same woman.
Okay.
And she's dating both of them, but she's only dating one guy.
And he leaves himself notes and messages. It's ridiculous.
No, but the reason Typhoid Mary, that's how she was.
She used to scratch her ass. And
she had a disease, the typhoid.
Typhoid. Yeah, it's based on a real character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this real
person, exactly.
Yeah.
That she had the disease.
She was the carrier.
She was a carrier. But basically, she would cook for rich people, scratch her ass, put it on the food, and then they'd eat it and wind up getting sick because they weren't carriers, So they become victims.
I'm a big fan of the Lore podcast. And one of his episodes was like all about her.
Oh, about scratching asses.
Well, yeah. It was like her story, how like she ended up in like an island by herself in New York City.
Yeah, exactly. They actually showed recently some episode on Science, about that hospital that she was in. Or that center or whatever for the criminally insane.
And people go out there just to see if it's haunted or whatever.
Yeah, it's nuts, dude. I mean, would you go? Would you spend the night in that motherfucker?
How much money are you paying out? Because I ain't doing it for free,
Folks, if you guys don't know, us Latinos really believe in el cuco.
For real. But I believe in money too. So if the price is right, I'll go and I'll get traumatized for a night. Why not?
Would you spend a night in what is claimed to be a haunted house? Would you do it for free, or would they have to pay you?
Not for free. They have to pay me.
Yeah.
But do you believe in ghosts and stuff like that?
I believe in things that aren't in this world. Yes, I believe in that.
All right, so that's why they have to pay you. All right.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Just for scientific purposes, yes, to prove it. Now, obviously, if my hair gets any whiter when I come out, you know that shit was real.
Yo, that's awesome. Yo, but I want to talk about something we talked about on the last episode, since this is a part 2.
Okay.
So let's go back to Venom, because I want to talk about second week's box office.
Yep.
Because it's just like how I called it, you guys. Huge opening, 80 mil.
Okay.
Second week, 35 million.
So who beat him?
I don't think no one beat them.
So it's still number 1.
I think they're still number 1.
Exactly.
But that's a big hit, though.
Big hit. You know what? And me and Clep was speculating about what's gonna happen in the future. Right now, that like
this week it's gone.
Sony, basically they made a hit by themselves.
Yes.
Without Spider-Man, even.
Yep.
So
How about
the last movie with Marvel that Spider-Man can do, it's what, Spider-Man 2, 3, and then a couple Avengers. Like, what's gonna happen in the future? Are they gonna take that character away?
Is that in the contract? How is that contract? Because I know they're basically on lease.
They got him for 3 movies. What is it? Homecoming, Far From Home, and then a third one. And then there's like 2 or 3 Avengers movies.
I hope in that contract somewhere that says that they need to take the word home out of the title.
Yeah.
Yo, what's gonna be the third one? Home and Back?
Home Invasion?
It's Spider-Man Home Invasion. Oh, it's just Spider-Man
Home on Fire.
It's just Home.
Spider-Man and the homies.
No, but for real, it's like Venom, right? Like, is this gonna open the way for Sony to take this character back,
Trash
or
it.
just do like, because we already know there's like a Morbius movie coming out, right? There's gonna be a Kraven the Hunter movie.
I
right?
don't know about that though. So Craven.
Yes.
I mean, without Spider-Man, that tale with J.M. DeMatteis, I believe that he wrote the one with the Kraven's Last Hunt, where he committed suicide.
Yeah,
I mean, have you guys read that comic book story?
No.
I haven't. No.
Oh my God! See, that's the movie to do. However, it can't be done without Spider-Man. That is the ultimate Kraven movie.
But here's the thing: we all thought that Venom wouldn't work without Spider-Man.
But it doesn't work. It's timing.
Yeah.
It's doing well because it's like, what else is there to go see? You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a boring movie. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great. But my thing is, it's just not.
It's just not what. It's just not what, Clep.
Wow.
It's just not what, Clep.
It's not the greatest movie. It's all about timing. There's nothing to go up against it. It's like when they drop like a semi-funny movie around Halloween and they're like #1 comedy in America. Yeah, because there's no other comedy in the damn
They're
theater.
all horror movies.
You know what I mean? Like, they're only doing well because of when it came out, and it's Venom. People wanted to see it. The curiosity made us want to go see it.
They already planted, information for a sequel. Now, maybe in the third one we'll see Spider-Man out. What you think?
No, I think
Listen, there is no Venom without Spider-Man. To even model the origin, to understand the hate between the symbiote and even the title character and Eddie. Without Spider-Man, really? I mean, I have a friend.
Yeah.
He is a Spider-Man fan to the end, and I was speaking to him yesterday. So I asked him about the film, because this is the type of dude similar to Clep. He'll wake up Thursday night, midnight, he's there.
Yeah.
He don't give a shit, you know what I mean?
He's about the camp for that movie.
Yeah, he'll do it. And I asked him, dude, real talk, as a Spider-Man fan. He goes, you know what? Even without Spider-Man, he gave it a 7 out of 10. That's how he
Wow.
I said, wow, really? Without Spidey? He goes, it missed Spidey a lot,
Yep.
but
Yep.
you know what? It's a respectable, fun film.
It's not boring, yeah.
And and if you leave it at that, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see it, because if he's telling me this, I respect his opinion a lot. He's a Spider-Man fan, and he didn't feel, quote unquote, butthurt by it.
But there's the thing, that there are Venom stories out there without Spider-Man. Like,
Oh, tons.
like with the setup.
Lethal Protector.
Yeah. And that's what this movie's based on. It's loosely based on Lethal Protector, and then with the Carnage thing, they could easily go into Venom vs. Carnage.
And because of this Venom movie, I want to give a shout out to both Screen Rant and Sci-Fi. They actually took an excerpt of our interview with David Michelin that Joe St. Pierre did for Comic Crusaders and linked it on their sites when they were, researching Venom.
Yeah.
So, shout out, because our boy, let out some information that Venom, his intention, supposed to be female from the start.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like
see
the
that.
symbiote?
Yeah.
I could see that.
Okay.
The
So,
name and everything.
the character was supposed to be a female, Venom. And he was trying to kind of hint at it long before McFarlane, made him what he is, today that we know. So David Michelin was all in it about it, and they kind of skipped away for a while, and they reworked it, and then, hence we have Venom, that we know today. But that information was leaked only to Comic Crusaders. So score there. Thank you, David Michelin and Joe St. Pierre, for bringing that.
Yeah, man. Check out the comiccrusaders.com.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for that, read that. It's actually interesting. It's actually a couple of parts that I interviewed. Again, Joe St. Pierre, he's actually the most coveted Marvel artist for doing the most Spider-Man #1 covers
Holy
of
crap.
any Marvel artist.
Wow.
Yeah, so, see Spider-Man all day here, apparently.
Yeah, no, I'm hanging out with some real comic book geeks over there, man. Mind blown. Yo, but let's keep it talking. Let's talk about the New York Comic Con and that recent trailer that leaked out of there. Now, Cleb, I know you got a chance to watch it. Al, have you had a chance to watch this Hellboy trailer?
No, I have not. Naughty me, because I've been kept so busy, but I have not watched it. So tell me it's good. That's what I want to hear.
Cleb, what did you see from it? Because I haven't watched it either. I hate watching stuff that gets recorded inside of the theater through a freaking phone. Like, I don't want to watch
Old
that.
school.
I'd rather watch the actual
Legit.
drop.
Listen, I don't believe in the word leak. Every time I hear that word, I'm like, shut up. Like,
Yeah.
these corporations, these people, like, you can't just go into a panel at a Comic-Con and just pull your phone out and just stop recording shit. You just can't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're bag checking, they're wand waving, they're doing everything they can, especially if you're going to walk in on a panel where they know they're going to give you exclusive footage. I went to a screening for Spider-Man Homecoming at a local movie theater.
Yeah.
And they took my phone and put it in a brown paper bag and didn't even let me bring it in the building.
Really?
Yes. They took everybody's phone. There were probably over 300, 400 seats. They took everyone's cell phone, put it in a brown paper bag, and checked it like it was a coat. And said, you'll get this after the movie.
Say word.
Yes. So
Wow.
if you're going to lead me to believe that someone walked into this screening and just pulled their phone out and recorded in perfect angle, I might add.
Yeah. And so it looks good, like the footage they got.
I mean, it's purposely angled like someone's stealing it.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the trailer.
Okay, so we got David Harbour
It was
from
perfectly bootlegged.
Yeah, David
Oh, yeah,
Harbour
yeah.
from
Like,
Stranger Things
I don't believe in
fame.
leaks. Dude, I'm not a fan of this reboot, remake, whatever. I never was.
Why are you missing Ron Perlman?
No, I'm not missing Ron Perlman. I'm just missing something different. Like when they first announced that this was gonna get done, and then they showed us the picture of David Harbour, and
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he looks exactly like the first Hellboy.
Well, he looks like Hellboy, and Hellboy's just makeup.
No,
You know
but
what I mean?
No, but he looks exactly like the last Hellboy. Like,
Yeah.
there's no like, what made you think that? What? I want to know what they were like thinking when they were like, this needs to be remade. It needs to be redone. Because as far as I'm concerned, the last Hellboy wasn't bad.
Oh, neither of them were bad.
Yeah,
They just never made money.
Yeah.
So then again, why are we remaking this movie again? And then I saw the trailer, and it literally looks exactly like the very first Hellboy. It doesn't look any different. It didn't wow me. It literally looks like Hellboy from back in the day.
So is the whole retelling of the same?
Yeah, it's a
stuff?
reboot. It's not.
So
a,
it's
not
an
a
origin
sequel.
story.
It's a reboot. It's not a sequel. And I'm looking at it, and I'm watching the footage, and I'm just like, ooh, it looks
Real talk, man. How tired are you guys of just the constant reboots instead of just picking up original material? I mean, there's tons of stories out there still that haven't been told.
There's stuff. You know what? Like I personally, I wanted to see that third Guillermo del Toro Hellboy.
Yeah,
that's what I
Guillermo,
wanted.
hell yeah.
That's what I wanted
Yeah,
personally,
absolutely.
because like we just finished saying, I enjoy those movies. The Golden Army
Yep.
and Hellboy, the first one, like they were very good movies.
I even love the cartoons they've done to Hellboy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cartoon
Yep,
movies.
I remember those.
Beautiful.
Oh, I haven't watched
Yeah.
Oh
those.
my God, have you not watched
Nah, I'm gonna have to go out my
Hellboy
way.
animated?
Yep.
Yo,
Yeah?
off the hook stuff.
I could be okay with a remake or a reboot. I can. I've seen a lot of them. Some of them I don't
Nah.
like. Some of them I do.
I'm tired.
But the fact that I watched this trailer and it looked exactly like I'm talking cinematic, the same exact thing.
And he looked like a Ron.
He
in
looked.
as Hellboy.
It looks exactly like the other one. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look any different. Like I'm not wowed at all. It's just a waste of money
So
to
many
me.
stories to tell in the BPRD universe. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? With
Yeah.
Hellboy, so many things you could talk about.
This movie is going to be for Hellboy fans. People who really just want to see another Hellboy are going to really enjoy this, but it's not. I probably won't even rush to the theater to see this. I probably won't.
Wow.
I'm saddened. Thank you for depressing me.
But I want you to remember though that Deadpool got made because of a leak. I don't know if you recall
Yeah.
back then
Yeah.
when the
Air quotes.
test footage leaked
Yep.
by Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, yeah, he put it out on purpose. He even
Of course
admitted
he
it.
did.
He
He's
even
one of the
admitted
best marketers.
it. Yeah, he even admitted it after a while. He was like, "Yeah, we put it out because shit, we needed the kick."
Yeah, they
kickstart
needed
this."
the hype, right? And it
Yeah.
worked. So you're saying that this is not gonna work for that movie.
I think they literally just put it out there because they didn't want to put it. You know how like when you have something like. As an artist, most people could feel this way. Like if you draw something and you're like, "Yo, it's good," but in your heart you're like,
It's
wanna
not
put-
done yet.
Yeah, I want to put it out, but like I don't want to brag about it, and then
Yeah.
people see it and they're like, "It's whack."
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna pretend that it just fell on the internet and just see what people think about it before I start talking shit like it's dope. You
Yep.
know what I mean? So that's basically what they're doing. They're putting it out there by accident, air quotes, just to see what people say about it. And as you see, where's the hype?
Where are the Hellboy fans? Are you guys out there? If you are and you feel a certain type of way about this movie, I'll invite you to come down to the Facebook group, CritiX Talk, and tell us what you think, man, because we're super curious.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I agree.
Yo, Al, let's talk about you, brother, because you're the featured guest. Now, as I introduced you earlier today, you know, you're the host of Undercover Capes, the AMP podcast. You're the CEO of Comics Crusaders.
Yeah.
What made you get into all this, bro?
I've been a fan of pop culture or comicdom since a kid.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my first forays, Crystal, the Crystal Warrior, because my mom bought me that comic book at JFK Airport and shut me the hell up.
He's like, here,
you know? And
sit down and read this.
Yeah, toma, cállate. You know? So, you know, and I started enjoying it. So when we got back home, I started going to the newsstands on Graham Avenue. That was called the Avenue of Puerto Rico back in Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
I go to the newsstands. And my mom, and I'm what, 9 years old at the time? 8 years old. I'm reading Savage Sword of Conan magazines. You know, that ain't for me.
Grown stuff.
Yeah, but I'm loving it. That's why today, I'm very happy to have my first Apple Conan and Red Sonja.
Yeah.
You know, but all that inspired me. Then I got into the horror comics. Back then, I had a place called Grand Book Center, right? Mm-hmm. And you go to this bookstore, and they have packages of comic books. You get about eight comic books to a plastic bag for $1.
Oh, damn.
Dude, I was buying horror comics galore because that was my shit. But then I also wound up discovering Spider-Man, X-Men, Batman, Hawkman. You know, I started finding stuff like, cool shit. Mm-hmm. And then, luckily, as growing up, my aunt lived in Brooklyn, and one of her nephews was also a collector. And one day, he left his comic book box at the crib. So here I am looking, and I officially had the first ever Wolverine in my hands. I didn't know what I was looking at the time. I was like, oh man, this character's cool. And I started looking through his book until he came, almost had a heart attack. Like, why am I touching his books? He was like, what are you doing?
That's when you found out.
Little kid is this?
What is this?
That's when you find out these things have value.
Yeah, you know what? Absolutely. That's the day he told me and explained all that stuff to me in a different scale. You know?
Yeah.
So
business behind it.
Yeah, so I wasn't a fan. Now I understood, like, wow, I could make me a dude. I was a bad boy. It's 6th grade, right? I mean, comic books has always been there for me financially. I swear to God. And until it started in 6th grade. I had kids who would buy books from me. I would sell them, for a quarter, 50 cents a pop. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you guys have religious instruction where you're at. Where on Wednesdays you would go to your Catholic school and do your Catholic school stuff.
Yeah.
They would sit, basically you would get out of school early. Like an asshole, I would go into their desk because they leave the books. I take them, wait 2 days, resell it. I resell it to them about 4 times.
Yo.
Before I kept it. I still have those G.I. Joes here.
I'll make it a hustler.
Yeah, I always made money with that. So, comic books has always been a big part of my life, honestly. And I did stop for a while when I started having family and whatnot.
Yeah.
The Spawn and everything. We kind of stopped in the late 90s. And then when the resurgence of Transformers and all that came back as a thing. And I wanted to do a store. I had so much books, guys. You don't understand. I had...
I see a bunch of them right here.
From what you see, just multiply that by 5.
Oh God!
I had boxes upon boxes, and I wanted to do a comic book store. That was actually what Comic Crusaders was intended to be. But hard times came. You know what I mean?
Hey man, life waits on nobody.
Exactly. Economy crashed. I had this whole stuff, and I was trying to sell things as much as I could. It wasn't working, the idea. So wifey one day says, because I had a connection in New York, and the connection in New York twice hooked me up with books that I shouldn't have had in advance.
And you're like, whoa.
Yeah, I had Amazing Spider-Man when Peter died. I had that like 3 weeks in advance. I only shared the cover.
Death of Spider-Man?
Yeah. And Bleeding Cool blew that out of proportion.
Oh, yeah.
All right? Yeah. Big trouble, and I had DC people calling me, trying to ask me questions about that. I took it down and respected it. This is why I work with them today, because I was good with it. Same thing happened with me with DC again with the the death of Damien. I only shared the cover picture. I got it like 2 weeks before. Man, oh man, it
Blew up
again.
online.
Oh my God! Again, if you look those things up, you will find me. It's hilarious. So, me dealing with all this drama, my wife says, why don't you be like the nice little comic book type doing the news? Screw these dudes. You do it better.
Yeah.
You out here giving them shine for no reason.
Exactly. So wifey says, why don't you, change that and do this instead if you can. So I said, you know what? Light bulb, and then went and I started reaching out and trying to get access and earn it, and I got followers over Twitter and Facebook that wanted to contribute when I started sending out requests. I got blessed with an worldwide team.
That's awesome.
And over time, we've built access with Marvel, DC, Boom, Valiant. I mean, all of them basically. We have a real legit relationship with them. We have access to press material, after the fact review material. I have a professional team, UK, Ireland, Australia, down south, West Coast, East Coast, Middle America. Comic Crusaders is the worldwide team of comic book fans. You know what I mean? This is for fans by fans. And this is basically the dream I wanted to kind of do, because I'm a fan of this. I don't make money off of this on some real shit. This is basically my love letter.
Yeah, passion project.
My love letter to comics. You know what I mean?
Man.
I've been blessed with opportunities, because money's not everything.
Yeah.
So, I've been blessed with opportunities to go to great conventions. I've been blessed with opportunities to have books in advance. I've been blessed with opportunities to see movies in advance. You know what I mean? Through the brand. Because I have such an amazing team beside me. Because, people say, what's the key to success? What can I do? You know what your key to success is? Having the right people.
Yeah.
And then after having the right people, having the consistency. And just keeping them forward. You know what I mean? And that's what I want from you guys. Because you guys share our colors.
Yeah, man.
And again, and that's where the connection was made. So I really want to thank you for having me on and even asking me these type of questions.
Thank you, brother.
Nah, for real.
Yo, Clip, why don't you tell the story about how you and Al met over at the con?
Oh man, it was crazy. Actually, I met Al after Mark and Dion were.
Shout out to the rest of the Critics crew.
Yeah, we were at the Foxwoods, right? Foxwood Comic Con. Alter Reality, shout out to them. They do a good show. And we were walking, minding our own business, and Al stopped us, asked us about who we were. This is me getting the info from Mark.
Yeah.
I don't remember where I was. I think I probably went to the bathroom or something like that.
He's over there waiting on one of them celebs.
Yeah, probably. And,
It most likely.
yeah, I think I was. And then, he started chopping it up, telling us what they do. And I'm like overwhelmed because this guy does like a million things. He's like, yeah, we got the comic side, and I met your guy. What's your guy's name?
That was Bud you met right there.
Yeah, Bud. He was a cool dude. And they were telling me about how they had the connection with the comics and how they do the review comic books and stuff like that.
Podcast,
Yeah, the podcast. And I was like, wow. They pretty much do the same thing we do, just comics only. And then we was like chasing down this old guy who was supposed to be wanting to invest in some stuff, and he ended up being a weird guy.
Yeah, some talkers.
How they tend to be, right?
Yeah.
A shout out to your talkers. Don't bring us this shit. You lucky we don't blast you right now.
Like we weren't even asking.
I say everybody got money till it's time to have money.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we had that in common. We kept in contact afterwards. It took a while. We let it die out for a little bit.
Because life and business gets in the way. Because in life, I want to mention to
Life
you guys,
waits on nobody, man.
Listen, I lost one of my comic crusaders in life. He called cancer. He's one of my movie reviewers. Fantastic dude out of Ireland. Garth Cremona, aka his real name Stephen Coffey. Many blessings. Thank you for
R.I.P.
everything you're doing. R.I.P. So at that time I was dealing with that loss. And Comicsgate kind of crept into my community.
Yeah.
So I just want to let people know we're about comics are for everybody. You know what I mean? That's what we believe in, period.
Positive vibe these ways.
There is no politics, there's no shit in our website. What we believe in is comics are for everybody, and if you accept that, then you accept us. And that's that. Yeah. Bottom line. And that's as political as you're ever going to hear me get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was dealing with that stuff, but then I ain't forget about Clep because there was something about his passion. Your CEO here has a passion that is on my level, and I felt we were vibing on the same energy, just on a different platform. So I said, yo, I got this opportunity. What's up? You know, I reached out, and thankfully he did answer back. He ain't forget us, and this is where we are now.
Yeah, I'm always about reaching out, like networking with people, especially who are on the same platform as us and doing the same kind of thing. I felt the positive vibe as well. I seen he was juggling multiple hats, and I'm the type of person who likes to do the same thing. So I knew, you know, he was about something. He had a passion himself. So, you know, when he invited me out to his home, he was like, "Come out." I was like, you know what? Fuck it. What I got to lose? I'll catch up with the guys, let them know whether it was a yay or a nay. So I came out. We sat down. We broke bread. You know, I met his wife. We talked about everything that we had going on. He told me, this guy was dropping gems on me. And things that I knew could benefit the company, benefit CritiX, benefit the team. So I became a student, you know what I mean? Like, I'm never afraid to learn. We don't know everything going into this, you know, and it was still so much about this business and company that we need to learn to thrive and become better at what we do. So that just pretty much brought us together, and then brought you out, Migs, and
man.
The rest is history, you know what I mean? And I hope you see the same things that I see, because I think that this man here can benefit the team, and we need to work together, because this could be really, really big. Really,
absolutely, really, and for that we thank you, Al, man. You've been a great host. You've been a great guest, and I'm really happy that, you know, this partnership is going on.
No, listen, this is what I want. I think, you know, us as base, of course, as, you know, people of color,
we're
man, different, you know, but we all share the same passion. Because in New York Comic Con, when you see all this internet hate, isn't it crazy how it's not shown in a convention?
Right.
You know, in the convention, you saw nothing but love. You saw unity between fans and the geekdom that we have.
Right. Shared passions.
You know, exactly. And in that love, being shown on a show like that is so inspiring. Because again, you don't see this on the net sometimes. It's so clouded by the hate. And it's not really there, folks. These are just people that are just angry at the end of the day.
Right.
You know? But, you know, blessed that I met folks like you that are as passionate as I, and, you know, in your particular industries, with, you know, with the movies, with the music, with the TV. I mean, even with the comics. I'm gonna start blessing you guys. I can't wait to actually get down and dirty and really get into the geekdom. We're gonna start our own. Listen, folks, the agendas I have here for this, guys. I want to see us do a TV show. I want to see us do a video show. I want to see us do a convention. We're gonna listen. If folks are listening to us now, you know who I'm talking about. If y'all not listening to us now, y'all gonna miss out, because we're up for big things.
Yeah, man. We out here grinding.
No, seriously. Y'all folks don't understand. It's on a real grind. My man Maze, I'm looking at him straight in the eye.
Yeah.
He understands the passion, and I see it in his eyes. Folks, we're in for big things. Comic Crusaders, Undercover Capes, CritiX.
That's right.
Baby, in the house.
CritiX TV.
I'm so confident about this union. Folks, you know, get ready for some big things. You're gonna see they're gonna do some videos that I had took over at a New York Comic Con with Steve Aoki and the Practical Jokers with t-shirts for this product. Y'all guys are gonna flip out.
Yeah, man. Yo, also, so we get to know you a little better. Why don't you tell us, like, who are some of your favorite characters in this comic game? Some of your favorite shows, maybe favorite movies, genres, even. Just give us a little bit.
A little bit. I'm a big ass horror fan. Horror first, then I go into my sci-fi and then action. Love Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood, you know.
The classics.
Sly, the classic. Those are my dudes, man. We're not getting to some Jason Statham right now.
Yeah.
He kick ass too. You know, comic book characters, obviously one of my favorites will always be White Tiger, first Puerto Rican comic book character in Marvel.
Yep.
But then outside of that, I have been digging Spawn since day one. I got every issue from 1 to now, since day one from the comic shop, folks.
Damn!
I never ordered on the internet, alright? I'm a big Spawn fan.
Oh, he's got to support local shops.
Yeah, absolutely. Rubber Chicken Comics, Friendly Neighborhood Comics.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for always having my books in stock when I need them. God bless y'all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, I be spending, yo. You know, I'm a big Valiant fan.
Okay.
So Valiant with Ninjak, Exo,
Manowar.
Yeah, dude. I mean, even right now, you got Livewire. She kicks ass. I'm big into technology and what Steve Aoki spoke about with Neon Future from Impact Theory. Wait till you guys read that comic book. If you guys are into, biotechnology or like biotechnology futurism, dude, check out Future.
Them implants, huh?
Yeah, yeah, dude, yeah, that's what it's about. They're using to the
Them
future.
neural implants.
Yeah.
No.
They're talking about all this stuff, and you know what? It's very close to home with the technology from now. It's a very interesting read, but it's also scary with implications that are very possible.
Oh yeah.
You know, movies. I'm a Jason fan. That's my favorite slasher.
Okay, right around Halloween, man. That's perfect.
That's my dude, Jason. Come on, dude. Starting, 2, 3, 4, and then 6, which I saw in the theaters, which I loved. Him coming back.
Really? Oh my god.
Yeah, I saw it. I love it.
That's Jason Goes to Hell.
I'm gonna say this now, and the last time I'm gonna say this.
Jason Goes to
Friday
Manhattan.
the 13th, 1 through 5, and then that's it.
No, I love 6. 2 through 4.
Which one's 6? Which one's
Jason
6?
lives.
Jason
Okay,
lives
all
when
right.
he comes back. I love the scene where he beats the girl up in the cabin. Kind of nobody smashed her, and he decides, you know what? She's not dead enough yet. I'm like, damn, yo, he's so brutal.
Yo.
And then a close second, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers.
I like that I like the Rob Zombie version
The first
just
one.
because he was just so brutal.
Yeah.
The first
That
one.
I found myself for the first time in my life ever saying, all right, dude, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
She's dead.
Yeah, stop stabbing her. Jesus Christ, stop it.
Yeah.
So that was actually one of the first movies that made me do that. So yeah, I'm a big into that. Growing up, 18, my Knight Rider.
Okay.
I'm old school. My Manimal, like I mentioned before. If y'all folks don't know, Manimal's so slept on.
Yeah, I remember Manimal. Like, I feel like I know, like, I don't know how. Like, I know there's a gap. But I'm familiar with all the things that he loved and grew up on. Like my dad, man.
Hey, you know what? That was hopefully he puts on a Fox 5 back in the day, because I was shot out of Fox 5 at 3 o'clock every Saturday back in the 80s. It was my Kung Fu theater.
Yep, I remember Kung Fu.
So Kung Fu theater's my shit,
That was like around after wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Wrestling was like noon.
Alright.
You had to know because you had Glow at the time. Glow Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. And I remember that I freaked out when I saw the live when the lady broke her arm and it really her elbow popped out of her arm.
I don't remember that.
No, I saw my brother this. He's a big wrestling fan. And he never really heard of Glow. I said, how could you not hear of Glow?
Yeah.
So when I showed him the video of that pop out, it's like me and him, we were like two little girls.
Oh, I don't want to watch that. That's like that basketball dude that broke his leg a few years ago.
What about in baseball? That dude, I remember seeing the video. I forget who it was that was running to first base and somehow his foot got dislocated. And you see it get out of place as he's running to first. It goes completely like sideways.
Bro, the Anderson Silva a few years ago when he threw that kick and that dude like blocked it and his leg just snapped.
Wait, wasn't that Sid Vicious too in the wrestling?
That happened
remember
to
that?
Sid Vicious too. He tried to do that.
His leg it turned into an L, yo.
Yeah, he tried to do that like a top rope leg, like a big boot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, horrible idea.
That was a vicious hurt.
No pun intended. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But Al, tell us where can the people find the website? You know what I mean? Like where can they listen to the podcast? Like if they want to hear it more of you.
All right, check this out, man. So to keep up to date on all things comics, movies, and even music lately, right now, you go to ComicCrusaders.com. Now, for everything all about podcasts, we're talking about DC, Marvel, indie, talking movies, anything and everything that's about fandom. We have a show for you. That's undercovercapes.com. Make sure to follow us on social media in general at Comic Crusaders via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Undercover Capes. We're the same thing. And even Geek Career Magazine. I'm all over the place, folks. It is what I do. I'm trying to be the Puerto Rican Stan Lee in a sense.
Yeah.
In a sense. I'm not robbing nobody. Just, in a nice marketing sense and, being the face of what we do. Excelsior.
And the podcasts are everywhere, I imagine, right?
Yeah, man. Again, on undercovercapes.com, you got the Definitive Crusade, you got No Prize Podcast, you got my own, the AMP, the Omega Podcast, you got Flipside Focus, you got Sloppy Spoilers.
Ooh.
I mean, we got a little bit of everything. Again, it's a show for everybody.
It's
so
a
if you
network.
like one thing, it's an absolute network of open to talented folks. Shout out to my EIC of Comic Crusaders, Johnny Hughes. My podcasters, Dodgy, Bud, Freddie, Mike, 13 Crusader. Damn, so many people to name. It's like Josh. It's Dude, my crew is big. It's too worldwide. If I start spitting names, we're gonna be here for another hour.
Yeah, man. Yo, Klep, so tell me about your experience at Comic-Con, man.
Which one,
New York, brother.
Oh man, I mean, we talked about this. New York, like I said, New York was just a different kind of monster. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm anxious already to get back there. Like, it's like the doors are just wide open for us, and it's just a different experience. The people there, the vibe, it feels industry. You know what I mean? It just feels like in a place where we belong. So, I mean, there's no words that can really explain New York Comic Con. It's just a different vibe.
I know you did 2 press rooms that I was able to assist with. How was that experience?
Yeah, bro.
Compared to Northeast. You know?
Oh man, like I said, it felt real industry. It felt like we belonged to be there. I felt like E! News. I felt like, you know, all these other outlets out there. Shout out to, like, you know, comicbook.com and Screen Junkies, those kind of guys. Like, I felt like I belonged there, and the way it was, you know, put down. It was such order. The way that they run the show over there was just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. We got a chance to talk with the gifted cast. You know what I mean? Grace Byers, Emma Dumont. Yeah, it was just a great experience. And then we got a chance to sit down with Cobra Kai cast. You know, Ralph Macchio, William Zabka.
Did he do the crane for you?
Nah, he didn't do the crane.
He almost kicked in the face, though.
But the vibe, man, it was just a really good vibe. Like, all the guests felt comfortable. They felt like, you know, like, it just felt good, man. It just felt really good.
I agree.
That's awesome.
It's like all the work and all the effort, you know, all the things that critics have been building up and doing. Like, it was a payoff. It was a great payoff. Like, I feel like, you know, we're slowly climbing, but we're getting to where we should be, and it feels good.
And you're gonna get there. Yeah. I believe that.
Yeah, man. And we're gonna be sharing some of those interviews in the future, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because the people want to hear about, you know, what you had to talk with Daniel himself and Johnny. You know what I mean? And if that rematch is coming, because, you know, we all want to see that.
Yo, who would take the rematch, man? Who you think right now?
Honestly, the show is called Cobra Kai, so I think Johnny's gonna whip that ass properly.
Wait, all right, real talk. You want to see Johnny just hit him with the same move in his face?
I think he's gonna break his other leg, bro. He's coming back with a vengeance.
You have a problem with that?
So you just want to see a sweep. You don't want to see Johnny just hit him up with the same move. Like, here, dude, here. Remember this?
I like to see. I like to see. You know, I like to see these guys go at it. But at the end of the day, a respect is built between the two of them, and they grow up.
Nah, but Danny don't respect. That's the problem.
Yeah.
He is the herb in this whole movie right now.
Yeah, he's still feeling butthurt.
Yeah,
being
absolutely.
Being bullied.
I mean, yeah, he's so successful. I mean, spoiler alert for you guys. He's successful in season 1, and he's still, like, you know, got such an ego about it. I love the show, though. For you guys that haven't seen it, I think
it's a great show.
Definitely recommend it. Can't wait for season 2.
Al, did you enjoy your time over at New York Comic Con?
Oh my God, absolutely. I went from Thursday through Saturday, and oh my God, that my body suffered for it during the week.
Yeah.
Hence why our podcast was so far apart. But and you hear it in my cough. It's tiring, but it was an amazing experience. Read Pop. You guys know how to definitely treat press.
And this was your first New York too, right?
On this, yeah, absolutely. On this level, I mean, I've gone as a fan.
Yeah.
But never on this scale with the access and being able to talk to practical jokers.
Yeah.
You know, talk to Steve Aoki, Impact Theory, you know, Tom Billiard, Jim Kruger. You know what I mean? The way they set up the whole event, it was very intimate. It was nice. They respected you as such. I mean, and I'm in the same room with Sci-Fi, you know, Cheddar, other, you know, big sites. But, you know, it didn't matter. You know, we were all on the same level, respected on the same level, and appreciated on the same level.
Yeah.
And, you know, we had our opportunities to ask our questions, and they answered cordially, happily, you know, taking pictures afterwards, and then just the overall experience, just walking through the con, Artist Alley, the reception from artists, you know, and creators as such. It was so warm. Everybody was happy to be there. I met folks that have experienced San Diego Comic-Con, and I asked them, what do you think about New York? And the majority, dude, and I'll say this is about 80%, and maybe I suppose 20 people that had, you know, came from Cali. They all stated that San Diego is all about Hollywood. New York is about comics.
Yeah.
And then when I'm asking creators that they travel from, you know, that side to this side, they stated that they may just not do San Diego in the future in favor of New York because it's so comic focused. Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
That's crazy.
Listen, as a fan's perspective, bro, from the merch they were selling there to the people that just walk around this place, you know what I mean? Like, you never know, you might be walking next to, you know, someone famous and you don't even realize it.
I walked right by Jeff Johns. I wanted to stop him so bad, but he was just on the phone. You know, God knows who he's talking to.
Man, the events, like the things they have planned out throughout the day, it's just it's such a family event too. On a different level that what we've been used to. You know, we usually go to these things and we see a lot of cosplayers and a lot of fans there. But New York Comic Con is literally city blocks full of the stuff you love. So if you ever get a chance, definitely head down to the Jarvis Center and Javits and man, do it up because you're gonna love it.
Yeah, because this year was not just the Javits, but you had MSG involved. You had the Hammerstein Ballroom as well. You had bars around the local area that even hosted their own events and signings. So you may have had the opportunity go try the latest comic book liquor or beer.
Yeah, man.
Get something signed by Alex Ross out in some bar somewhere. Go and see Impractical Jokers at Hammerstein. Go see somebody else at MSG.
It's like the essence of the industry is there. It's it's bigger than just fandom. It's industry. It's fandom. It's everything that you love. It's just a great event.
I hope you guys had pizza while you guys were out there.
No, we had
Oh my God! What did you guys do?
We had White Castle.
She had White Castle. I know which one, by the one in the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
Yeah.
We have to go to the hood.
I saw it. I
That's
saw
how
that
we
one in the
do it.
Bronx, and I swear to God, when you had mentioned about White Castle, and I saw it, I said, I bet you these dudes stopped there. It's just in my head, and I know you mentioned that.
Yeah.
And it's funny that you say that. Also.
Dude, I can't go to New York without stopping at White Castle.
You know what? And folks, hopefully one of these days, I'm gonna talk to my boy. But we spoke about this. Spoiler. But I want to host an event here, hopefully for charity, and we're gonna have a case-off.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have that.
Klep versus one of my Crusaders that is a big fan of White Castle, and this is basically a race to see who can eat a crave case first.
How many in a crate?
That's 30.
I've done it.
My money's on
done it.
Klep. Let's go. Let's go.
And I've done it with fries.
Oh, fries!
And a drink.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, how many fries?
They would come with it.
The ones that come with it.
Yeah, I got the whole thing and ate the whole thing myself.
Everything. And all the
It's
drinks.
about
Everything.
a pound
But
and
it
a
was one
half
drink.
of fries.
It was one drink, and it was like, I don't know how many fries they gave me, but I know it was 30 burgers, a bunch of fries that came with it, and I got one drink.
Okay, folks, this is going to be broadcast live. Ooh! And if my boy can't do it, I'm then going to starve myself for a week to try.
I'm going to tag in and shit. I'm going to eat the rest.
I'm going to just sit on a bowl. Sit on a bowl.
I love White Castle. Man.
There you go. White Castle, for any sponsorship opportunities, make sure to hit up contact that we are critics.
Yeah, man. As always, just want to remind you guys, you can find us over at wearecritics.com.
That's right.
wearecriticsmusic.com. Across all social media, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, We Are Critics, or Critics, Critics TV.
Yep.
Man, we everywhere.
And that's with an X. Make sure y'all spell that right.
And you can find the podcast, whether it's on Spotify or the iOS podcast app or the Google Podcast app. Yeah, man. Klep, that's all I have for them. Yo, Al, thank you so much for doing this for us.
No, thank you for having me on today. Thank you for partnering with us. And I believe that we are on to the next, man. It's going to be Triple C now, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, Klep, you want to leave the critics out there with a little something?
As always, y'all, I need you guys to wake up, be passionate, create, and repeat. Yeah.
Critics Talk.